Family of an East Texas man who was killed in a police action on Thursday have many questions about what happened. 31-year-old Demetrius Williams died after being shot while SWAT agents were serving a narcotics search warrant at a home in Marshall. Specific details of what happened have not been released, and as our Bob Hallmark shows you, that's what is concerning the Williams family.
For the family of Demetrius Williams, it's a time of sorrow, confusion, and numerous questions.
They haven't said anything about what went on. The only thing we want to know is why. I knew something was wrong when I was getting a series of calls. As I made it to the hospital, I see state troopers, the sheriff department.
The official release from the Harrison County Sheriff's Office stated that the SWAT team got involved in a shooting incident while they were serving a narcotics warrant.
No warrant should not resort to death.
Williams killed in the process. At the hospital, one officer said one sentence to Miss Jefferson.
One officer stepped out to say he tried to run away.
Their sorrow made worse by hope they had for Demetrius's future.
He planned on finishing school. He planned on buying us a bigger home. We had our dreams.
Now they are only left with questions of what led to his death.
Only thing I want is justice for my brother. Why is my son dead? For running away.
Bob Hallmark, KLTV 7 News.
And officials in Harrison County will not comment on the case while they continue to investigate. Deputies and police involved in the incident were placed on administrative leave while the Texas Rangers conduct their investigation. That is a...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third police shooting of an unarmed black man in a week. You got Michael Dean, 28, in Temple, Texas, was shot and killed by a in a routine traffic stop. Then you have another incident. Cameron Lamb, 26, Kansas City, Missouri. He was shot and killed by a Kansas City police detective, and he was in his own backyard fixing his car. Now this story. Demetrius Williams, 31, was shot by, of course, narcotics SWAT team, all because he wants to run away. Now, this article comes from KLTV, and it says the family of East Texas man who was killed in an officer-involved shooting incident on Thursday has many questions about how it happened. 31-year-old Demetrius Williams died after he was shot while SWAT agents were serving a narcotics search warrant at Marshall's residence. Specific details of what happened have not been released, and that's what's concerned the Williams family. They haven't said anything about what went on. The only thing we want to know is why, said Williams' sister, Kiara Jefferson. I knew something was wrong when I was getting a series of calls. As I made it to the hospital, I see state troopers and sheriff's department, said Carolyn Jefferson, Demetrius' mother. The official release from the Harrison County Sheriff's Office stated that the SWAT team got involved in a shooting incident while they were serving a narcotics warrant. Williams was killed in the process. At the hospital, one officer said one sentence to Carolyn Jefferson. One officer stepped out and said he tried to run away. I'm going to stop you right there. So, the SWAT team broke into their home because they have this to try to serve a narcotics search warrant. And so all they told the family that the reason why they shot the brother, they shot Demetrius Williams, is because he was running away, or he was trying to run away. He didn't come to the SWAT team. He didn't charge the SWAT team. He didn't pull down his pants. He didn't open up his shirt, pull out his gun, and try to point it towards the SWAT team. But he tried to run away, and that's when the SWAT team shot and killed Demetrius Williams. Let me move on to this. It says their sorrow was made worse by the hope they had for Demetrius' future. He planned on finishing school. He planned on buying us a new home. We have our dreams, Williams' girlfriend said. Now, there are only left with questions of what led to his death. Only thing I want is justice for my brother. My brother will get justice, Kiara said. Why is my son dead? For running away, Carolyn said. Harrison County Sheriff's Office officials will not comment, of course, on the case while it's been investigated. Deputies and police involved in the incident were placed on administrative leave, which is no surprising, while the Texas Rangers conduct their investigation, which is standard procedure. And that's the end of the article. You got 3 unarmed black men murdered all last week. You got Michael Dean, who was 28 years old. He was shot and killed by police because the officer claims that he went out of the driver's car, out of his car, and ran towards the officer, and he was shot and killed, which proven that he was unarmed and he was no threat. Even the police detective told him he was no threat. Then there's another incident in Kansas City, what I reported yesterday, or the day before yesterday, that Cameron Lamb, 26, he was in his car in his backyard, and 60 police officers was around that neighborhood. I don't know why they still didn't give people information on why they were in the neighborhood in the first place. But a police detective shot and killed him. And now this story in Marshall, in East Texas. So you got 2 incidents in Texas and 1 in Missouri now. And Attorney Lee Merritt is going to be their family's attorneys. All 3 families' attorneys now, because of all 3 incidents that happened all last week. So, of course, the officer that was the SWAT team officer that was responsible of killing Demetrius Williams, he placed on administrative leave, which is no surprise. Paid probably. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's happening again. 3 unarmed black men were murdered by police all last week. This is getting ridiculous. This is basically shows that when it comes, and people talking about Black Lives Matter, realistically, Black Lives doesn't matter. Because if it does, then, I mean, even if he does run away, what gives this person the right to shoot the man? So, I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is so outrageous. My thoughts and prayers goes to the Williams' family, among other families that lost a loved one last week in the hands of the police. 3 black males. Michael Dean, 28. Cameron Lamb, 26. And now Demetrius Williams, 31. All of them dead. They will not come back from their families. All 3 of those families will not have a Christmas now because the loved ones was killed by police. Y'all tell me what you think about this case. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. And with that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.